So Leon Edwards just KO'd Kamaru Usman with a minute left to go in the 5th round of their championship fight with a flush head kick. Out cold. The CEO of EPO is out cold on the canvas. Leon Edwards is the new welterweight champion of the world. That's 10 fights in a row. I believe I deserve to be the champion next. He's the champion of the welterweight division. And well. I hate to say I told you so, but I said that Leon Edwards was going to get it done against Kamaru Usman. Fair play, I didn't predict that Leon Edwards was going to get the KO in the 5th round with a minute left with a flush head kick that was set up perfectly by a feint beforehand. But I said he would get it done, and my man, Rocky Edwards, gets it done. I've been talking about this for months. Everyone said I was crazy, and fair play, it looked like it was going to be bad for Leon Edwards, and Kamaru Usman was winning the fight. However, it's not about how you start grabbing the cage. It's about how you finish when a head kick lands flush on your chin, and Usman goes down out cold. I know it sounds sad. This sounds so sad. This is the happiest moment of my life. It's a very sad statement to make and a true representation of just how tragic my life really is. This is the best moment of my life. I've been saying this for months. I've been passionately defending my prediction for months. Day after day after day in my live chat, I've been being slandered for what I'm saying, and it all comes to fruition. I even said he would find the head kick and rock Usman as well, and I said he would take down Usman early in the fight. However, he had the back in the 1st round, looking for the rear naked choke. He ended up in mount at one point in the 1st round, and Usman was able to survive. Champ level stuff right there. Edwards didn't get the finish in the 1st round like he wanted to, and it started to look bad for Leon Edwards. Now, Usman was pulling out all the stops, okay? He was doing good. He was pressuring well. He was grappling well as well. Edwards always seemed to find a way to get back up and find his way back up. He even got I think he got his toe stuck in the cage in round 2. He even fell over. This was so against the odds in the middle of this fight. I thought Edwards was going to win in the build-up, but within the fight, he turned it all around because he fell over in round 1 randomly. For no reason, just fell over, ended up on bottom, but was able to get his way back up with a crazy sweep to find his way back up on the feet. Then in round 2, he literally gets his toes caught in the cage. Gets his toes caught in the cage in round 2, trips over, and Usman starts wailing to the body and head, rocks him, hurts him to the body a little bit, and then from there it was downhill for Leon Edwards. He couldn't get going. He was landing some body kicks all night long, trying to get them going, and eventually he started to throw it to the head, and he landed it flush on the head kick, right on the chin of the CEO of EPO. Kamaru Usman goes down. I'm so happy about this. I know you've seen my live reaction to this, but I'm so happy about Usman being gone. And I know it's sad, and people are going to say I'm biased. I am. I truly believe that guy is sourcing beyond belief. Edwards grabbed the cage on like 2 occasions in this fight, after Usman grabbed it like 6 or 7 times. Usman grabbed the cage here 6 or 7 times. He was grabbing the gloves as well and stuff like that. And the referee was doing nothing about it. No warnings, no anything. Usman was just cheating and grabbing the cage to stop some takedowns in round 3 and stuff like that. And the referee did nothing. Edwards got sick of it and grabbed the cage in round 4. And Herb Dean immediately jumped in to stop it and reset the position. Very weird stuff from the referee again with a Kamaru Usman fight. But Leon Edwards finds the head kick in the 5th round. A passionate post-fight speech as well. I'm so happy about this, man. I'm so happy about this. Amazing KO from Leon Edwards. The performance, he won the 1st round, he lost the 2nd, he lost the 3rd. There was a close round in there, but Usman edged the rounds. Round 2, he got a takedown at the end of the round, which gave him the round. So Edwards won the 1st, was doing good in the 2nd, lost it at the end of the 2nd when he got taken down. Round 3, Usman won pretty clearly. Round 4, Usman won clearly. Round 5, it was back and forth. Usman got a takedown, Edwards got back up, and eventually found the head kick KO. Amazing by Leon Edwards. He gets it done. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And Edwards started and finished well. So, yeah, the takedown defense record is gone. It should have already been gone from the Colby Covington fight, but it's gone for good now. The chin may be gone. I don't know how Usman's going to recover from this. Oh, dear. Very sad. But I'm so happy that Usman's gone because I pay attention to things and I draw conclusions from a lot of coincidences all at once. And when I find out that you're the only athlete in the history of sports, not just combat sports, you're the only athlete in the history of sports who has a corrupt pharmacist as a father, and you just so happen to be the pound-for-pound #1 guy in the world. When I find out that you have injection marks all over your stomach and deltoid, when I find out that at 35 years of age, in the peak condition of your entire life, living healthier than many other people on earth, you have acne all over yourself, all over your shoulders, all over your face, all over the back of your head. When I find out your brother has the same problem as well, and he's also jacked beyond belief with the same corrupt pharmacist as a father. When I find out all of these things, and you look like a Mr. Olympia athlete, and you've got the power, the strength, and the duration, and the cardio that no one else has, and you've got knee injuries, and you can't train properly, and you still look like that, whilst committing 10% of your life to that avenue. All of these things added together. When I find out that you came up at Black Zillion's gym at the exact time where people who were mentoring the gym were TRT Vitor and Alistair Ruberim, the two biggest examples of roid cheats in the sport of MMA. Alistair Ruberim and TRT Vitor were your mentors at Black Zillion's. When I found out all of these things together, it hurt me that he was even the champion, because it hurts. And then I see the 49-46 scorecard with Covington. I see the cage grabs. I see the back of the head shots with Colby Covington in your first fight that you finished him with. I see you fake the groin shot. I see you fake the wrong eye with the eye poke. I see you get away with an eye poke and Covington not be allowed any breaks whatsoever in that first fight as well. And all of these things add up over the years. You deserve to be flatline KO'd, and I'm so happy about that. Justice is restored. The only karma would be if Leon Edwards popped for this fight, and it turns out he was on some rocket fuel. Either way, though, it happens to everyone eventually. And honestly, Usman looked good again. He is good, but all of those reasons make me believe this guy is on something that a lot of the other guys are not on. He's getting away with it, and he finally got put out cold. A beautiful head kick right on the chin. Burns caught him with the head kick. Other guys have caught him with the head kick before. I think Covington wrapped around the head kick on him before as well, a couple of times in their fight, in their first fight, that is. Oh my God. I'm so happy that Usman got slept, and Leon Edwards is the world champion again for the UK, for Jamaica as well. Credit to Leon Edwards. He gets it done, and this is the most important thing about the situation that we're going to come into play now. What does Leon Edwards do now? What do we do now as a company around this situation occurring? Because I know this was not the UFC's plans. They're okay with the Rocky story of Leon Edwards, but this is not the UFC plans, okay? Edwards is going to become a big name. He's going to be a big star in Birmingham. They can do events in the UK. But they wanted to have Usman win, no problems, turn right back around, fight the winner of Chimaev versus Diaz, whoever it would be. They prefer it to be Chimaev based on how they've made that matchup happen. But now, Usman's going to need a lot of time off. Edwards is going to be back against the winner of Chimaev versus Diaz. With Diaz, there's history. With Chimaev, there's history there as well. So that's a big matchup. I believe what you do here, considering that you have to function on the idea that he's not a blatant roid cheat that he is, Usman does deserve a rematch for a belt. Does he deserve an immediate rematch with Leon Edwards? Probably not, because we do have to move on with the division. I think you should do Covington versus the winner of Brady versus Bilal Muhammad. You should do Leon Edwards versus the winner of Hamzat Chimaev versus Nate Diaz. And you should leave Usman on the sidelines and say, you know what, Usman? Take time off. You got flatline KO'd. We don't know how you're ever going to be the same. You took a massive blow. You need to take time off. We can't rush you back in there. You're guaranteed a title shot upon your return, whoever has the belt. It doesn't need to be a hold up Leon, hold up Usman, we do the trilogy. It needs to be the title moves on, we move around the fights, we make the new fights. Usman gets a title shot upon his return no matter what. One thing that's going on from this, Covington's happy. He's leaping for joy right now. I'm no doubt about that whatsoever. Covington is leaping for joy. So many people in the division are happy about this because it opens up things. Masvidal has a much better chance against Leon Edwards than he does against Kamaru Usman. That's just how it is. Colby Covington has a much better chance against Leon Edwards, or does he? I'd pick Leon to beat him. I'm picking Leon against a lot of these guys now. Chimaev has a better chance. But how's Usman going to return after this? Never been KO'd in his career. And he said a lot of the time he'll never be KO'd. He's got too good of a chin. And that level of arrogance and confidence carries you in fights. Especially in striking exchanges for a guy whose striking isn't the best. And I've always said this. There's openings for shots to land. He's very defensively irresponsible. How is Usman going to react to this? Is his chin going to be the same? Is his confidence going to be the same? We'll see. Is the treatment by the UFC when it comes to the fouls and the scorecards going to be the same? A lot of these factors come into play, but Leon Edwards gets the job done. I said he would get the job done by decision, but he got it done by KO in the 5th round. I'm so unbelievably happy about this situation. So unbelievably happy. I've never felt better about a KO. We need to start removing some of these cheats from the sport, and people are getting away with it. But when all of the arrows are pointing to you in that many directions, you deserve a head kick KO. Like another guy who grew a boob in the middle of his UFC career. You deserve to go as a champion as well. And maybe that'll happen next. Really looking forward to these moments coming up soon in the UFC. This was the craziest way this fight could have gone. Head kick KO in the 5th round. Amazing post-fight speech. I'm so happy. And Edwards is going to improve. So I'm picking Edwards to win the trilogy as well. And this was at altitude. A massive factor for Usman to win. Edwards was not acclimatized. Usman trains in altitude. At team elevation. That's the point of the team. I didn't even consider that when I was making my prediction. That's the point of the team. Team elevation. They train at altitude. He was perfectly made for this fight. That's why they did it, in my opinion. That's why they booked it in Salt Lake City, Utah. Because he would have this advantage if he did that. As if the roids and the cage grappling and all the other cheaty stuff that he does wasn't enough. He had this fight at altitude because he trains his life at altitude. And Edwards still got it done. If they fight at a regular area, at a regular pace, and it's a bit more of an even playing field, and there's no acclimatization for Leon Edwards, and they fight in Birmingham in Leon Edwards' home crowd, and he's more confident because he's the champion, and he believes in himself. Fuck the sign! Fell down like Usman in the 5th. Edwards has the advantage now. He's going to massively improve. He's 30 years of age. He's got a massive advantage now. I think he wins the trilogy. I'm looking forward to anything that happens next in his career. Let's go, Leon Edwards. That's 10 fights in a row. Like and subscribe. Toodle pip. I'll see you later. I told you. Goodbye.